Micro Mahasutra, the ultimate class lectures for microbiology, and this is the 13th class of skin skeletal system infections. My dear friends, it gives us immense pleasure to say that we are the pioneers teaching you microbiology system wise. This is Dr. 𝗲𝗺𝗺 and I am your faculty and mentor at microbiology. In this lecture, we will discuss about Candida, Cutaneous Mycoses and Penicillium. Now Candida we have already discussed, so what I'll do, I'll provide you the link in the description. But because skin soft tissue has got a huge impact by Candida, the name was worth mentioning. So the major focus in this session will be of Trichophyton, Epidermophyton, Microsporum. As the last class also mentioned that tinea is not an organism, it is the disease. And there are different teneas. But remember, now in the last class we discussed about the tinea which was actually hampering the subcutaneous layer, and that was Tinea versicolor. But now we are going to discuss the tinea which is hampering the skin proper, cutaneous proper, and that tinea is either caused by Trichophyton, Epidermophyton or Microsporum, right? I just want this confusion to be very clear with you. See here, the tinea are of different type, like Tinea capitis, the one which is going to involve the hair, because capitis means scalp, okay? So that's related to hair. So hair means tricho. So which fungus is going to be responsible? Trichophyton. Tinea barbarii means beard, again which will be the one which will be responsible? Trichophyton, okay? Corporis, Tinea corporis is a disease that is going to involve the body, that is going to involve the axilla in proper. Tinea cruris, that is going to involve your groin region, the inguinal region. Tinea pedis, that is going to involve your feet. But remember, all these teneas are the diseases which are caused by three fungus. One is Trichophyton, other is Epidermophyton and Microsporum. But my dear friends, please don't confuse it. These are not teneasis. These are not teneasis, because teneasis is something that is caused by Tinea solium or Tinea saginata. That is a parasite infection. Please don't confuse it. Clear? So I hope that the topic for today is clear. What is there inside the topic we will discuss, but at least as of now the topic is clear to you. And in the end we will discuss the penicillium as well. So coming on to cutaneous mycosis, as I have told you, cutaneous mycosis has got Trichophyton, has got Microsporum, has got Epidermophyton, and the disease caused is called as tinea, okay? But please remember, cutaneous means it is a keratophilic fungus, also called as dermatophytes. Dermatophytes means that it is going to act on the derma, it is going to act on the skin. It is cutaneous mycosis, and remember, it is a keratophilic fungus. Coming on to Trichophyton, my dear friends, please understand tricho means what? Tricho means hair. So first of all, Trichophyton involves the hair, but Trichophyton also involves the skin, also involves the nail. But if you see Microsporum involves the skin, involves the hair, but does not involve the nail. Whereas Epidermophyton involves the skin, involves the nail, but does not involve the hair. So how to remember this? Please write it like this. First of all, you write the hair, then you write the nail, then you write the skin. Clear? Then you write epidermo, then you write the microsporum, and then the trichophyton. Then epidermophyton is having no infection on the hair, but infection is on the nail and the skin. If you see for micro, it has got no infection on the nail, but there is hair and skin which is involved. If you see tricho, they have got all the infections. My dear friends, I have done nothing but just simplified this for you. If you see, I have written in a alphabetic order here also, in alphabetic order here also, and the first box is closed for the first fungus, the second box is closed for the second fungus. This is the most simplest way to remember them. I can challenge no other platform provides you these simple tricks, mnemonics, so that I am not giving you the information, but the information has to be registered in your brains, and once it is registered, it has to come outside when you are sitting in the exam hall. So I hope, I'm sorry, I was too emotional, but then I think it is clear to you now. Coming on to microconidia and macroconidia. So microconidia and macroconidia means these are nothing but the ways of existence of the fungus. So fungus forms conidia. I hope that you know from the basic knowledge of your botany that fungus is responsible for causing the conidia, right? So in the trichophyton, my dear friends, it is responsible for a raindrop microconidia. Trichophyton responsible for raindrop microconidia and pencil shaped or cylinder shaped macroconidia. But remember, macroconidia are few, microconidia are many. So how to remember trichophyton? For example, a person is trying to get a good rank in exam, So whenever you are trying to get a good rank in the exam, there are two things which are happening simultaneously. Once you are studying with the pencil, which is obviously cylinder in shape, and outside raindrops are coming, a very pleasant weather to study. But remember, raindrops obviously will be many raindrops coming, and the study always is less, right? But the major task to focus on at that time is the macro task is to study, and yes, micro one is to enjoy your rainy season as well. So what I wanted to tell you is, please remember, trying means trichophyton, okay, I'll write, trying means trichophyton, okay. Pencil and cylinder shaped is the macroconidia, whereas pencil and cylinder is few and the rain is many, so many drops, microconidia like that, okay. So this is the another mnemonic to remember the trichophyton efficiently. Coming on to microsporum. Now micro word is already there in this, so sometimes they don't have microconidia, they have got macroconidia. And remember like this, macro, okay, I'll write microsporum has got macroconidia, which is S, means S, that is shield shaped macroconidia. Coming on to epidermophyton, please remember the microconidia, there is no microconidia in epidermophyton. Epidermophyton is going to have a club shaped macroconidia which is there in the epidermophyton. How to remember? Let me just tell you. For example, if I just draw E for you, so this is the way we draw E, and okay, and okay. So these are the clubs which I have tried to make for you, and this club is telling you that this is a club shaped one, macroconidia which is there in the epidermophyton. These are also not going to have microconidia. Okay, clear? Coming on to very important thing now, that tinea, if somebody asks you, tinea is also called as ringworm. Okay, tinea is the ringworm infection. It is the jock's itch, itching at the groin area regularly, and athlete's foot we also call it as. I'll show you the pictures if I am having. Okay, this is, see, the tinea capitis or tinea capitis, whatever you call it as. Tinea capitis. How, where? Can you see this area? This area is having a black pigmentation. This black pigmentation is Tinea capitis. Okay. Whereas see here, this one particularly, this one, yes, what are they? These are Tinea pedis occurring on the foot region. Okay. And what is this? This is the Tinea corporis. Okay. So it is, what is corporis? Circular oval erythematous scaling patch or plaque that is going to spread centrifugally, and there is central clearing which is there. Center is clear. Can you see the center is clear? This central clearing is there. Then what is this? This is the inguinal region, and in the inguinal region, can you see the patch of infection? Yes. Okay. Can you see the patch of infection in the inguinal region? This is called as what? This is called as jock itch. Yes, you got it. So generally the physical activity that results in copious amount of sweating and moisture are the growth factors for fungus. So the fungus is going to grow there. Okay. And what is this? This is the Tinea unguium, that is the defect of the nail. Can you see the nails are not growing properly? Tinea unguium. Okay. So what is the treatment for all of this? So Tinea unguium has the treatment of oral terbinafine. Similarly, this is the inguinal topical terbinafine. This is the tinea, which is Tinea corporis, again topical terbinafine. This is the Tinea pedis. The treatment is going to be topical terbinafine. One very important thing which I think you should know, that this is also called as athlete's foot. Okay. Trichophyton, this is the Tinea capitis which is there. So black dot appearance if it is there. So this is the, yeah, okay. Now one important thing is the lesion is called as keroin. So I think now you can understand. So basically it is a core dermatology topic, I should not touch it, but please remember this keroin is happening because of Tinea capitis. So it is going to be an infective cause or inflammatory cause, because whenever there is infection, there is inflammation which is going to happen, or so that's why it is an infective or inflammatory cause of the infection. Okay. And yeah, it leads to some hair loss also. So it is the infective cause or inflammatory cause of alopecia, that is the hair loss. Clear? Again the treatment is going to be oral terbinafine, yeah, and the oral 𝗲𝗏𝗿𝗺 is also we give. Anyways, coming on to laboratory diagnosis, any fungus for that matter, you have to prepare a KOH wet mount, and once you prepare a KOH wet mount, you have to take it for the direct microscopy. Yes, the other mounts are chalcofluor white stain, and then you have got LCB mount, that is the lactophenol cotton blue. So that is what? That is called as lactophenol cotton blue, right? And coming on to the fungal cultures, you have got a media that is called as DTM media, dermatophyte test media, and treatment is topical antifungals. Many examples I have told you. Okay. Coming on to the next part of this video, this is the Penicillium marnefi, or also called as Telleromyces marnefi. So Penicillium we have discussed, it's also a dimorphic fungus, right? Penicillium marnefi is important because it is a AIDS defining illness. It is a AIDS defining illness. It is a dimorphic fungus. I have told you what are the clinical features. Remember, the most important is the skin lesion which is going to happen. Okay. So the skin lesion in Penicillium marnefi is just like, okay, Penicillium marnefi. So M for M. So skin lesion is molluscum contagiosum like, with the central umbilication which is going to be there. Rest, all of them are not very important, so I will skip it. Remember, in direct microscopy you will see the transverse septum which is going to be there, not the vertical septum, but they show the transverse septum like this. Okay, like this transverse septum is being shown. So that is the characteristic finding. Otherwise Seborrhoeids agar you can use, and it is responsible for secretion of the red pigment. These both points are very important. Penicillium marnefi is important, that penicillium has got a red pigment. Okay, so PQRS becomes the mnemonic. P for penicillin, Q has nothing, R for red pigment, S for Seborrhoeids dextrose agar. Okay. Yes, what is the treatment? Treatment is amphotericin B and itraconazole. These are important for what? For Penicillium marnifi. So PIA is the mnemonic, I for itraconazole, and A for amphotericin B. Now these are key points which you should remember for the exam. These are important points, that it is the only Penicillium species which is pathogenic to human, that is Penicillium marnifi. Others are not pathogenic. In the name itself it is telling maro in Hindi and fight in English. So fight means what? Fight means pathogenic to humans, yes, and rest all points I have discussed with you. Okay. So if you want to become a good doctor, you should know about the penicillin, very important. So D for dimorphic, then T for transverse septum, R for red pigmentation, and these both O tell you that this is the opportunistic infection in AIDS. So yeah, we are done with the important topic. The important topic was penicillin, and I hope that things are making sense, things are clear to you. So thank you so much for being with us, and just like penicillin, be the least pathogenic to anyone, spread positivity, because already there are so many people who are capable of spreading negativity in this world. Thank you so much. Spread love, spread knowledge. Comment sections are always for you. The love, blessing, care, and yes, doubts and queries you can share. Thank you.